Hi guys, it's Blackie and welcome back to the channel. Alright, today I got a little present when I was at my gathering. My good friend William Collins gave me a gift. This is a 2X Granddaddy Barlow. Case 2X right there. Granddaddy Barlow. Now, I have mentioned in several videos, sorry for the wind, about Granddaddy Barlows. It is a folding belt knife, basically. It's the same size blade like you'd get into a regular Mora, except it folds, okay? And my granddaddy carried a Granddaddy Barlow like that in the top of his bib overalls when he was out there doing stuff, because it was a handy big knife. It was big enough to fillet fish with. It was big enough to do a lot of jobs with. He just didn't want to carry a belt knife because there was no belt on a pair of overalls. And so he'd carry one of these stuck up here in the top. Now they have a lock, so when you see that stop, there's a lock right there that hard stops. Now this doesn't mean just slap it willy-nilly, okay? But there is a lock to keep it from closing up on your fingers. Just be common sense here. And what I was taught to do with a knife like this is like this. You put your finger right there. That way if it starts to bend, you feel it instantly. So that's what that big bolster is for right there. It's so you could grip it. It also reinforces it, because that's a lot of pry power right there. Do not pry with a pocket knife. But that's one of the reasons they made those reinforced. Barlows had a reinforced right there for use, because these were from back in the day when people used knives. And the Barlow design goes all the way back to the late 1600s. So the single blade pocket knife, small or large. Now we call this style Granddaddy Barlow. See, but it's very ergonomic in the hand. And this one is very, very sharp. And we're going to talk more about sharpness in the next video. But they're narrow, thin, lightweight relatively. A good heavy spring. Now if you don't have the money, or a good friend like William Collins, to get you a case Granddaddy Barlow, I recommend the Rough Rider Granddaddy Barlows. Now this is a perfect size to ride in a haversack. It doesn't need a sheath, see. It's small, it's round, it's like a bar of soap. There's nothing to poke, see. And as long as it's got a good spring in it where it's good walk and talk. Walk and talk means how much tension it requires, and it should lock. See, coming out, it should lock in. Solid right there as a safety feature. And when it comes open, it does not have a lock. Some of them did, but you see how strong that spring is. For slip joints, the spring becomes very important for safety. But it's got a nice big handle. It's a full-size knife, see. It's the size of a Mora, one of the classic Mora knives, like it's got the round handle on it, like my first Bushcraft knife. And so this works well for light bushcraft duty. Now again, you're not going to sit here and pry and pop, and do not even think about batoning, because no knife's going to hold up to that very well. But for a backup knife to carry in the haversack, or on the belt, or something else, these are great. I mean, I have cleaned deer, I have cleaned big game with a Granddaddy Barlow that was my granddaddy's. As long as it holds a good edge, and these definitely do. And the Rough Rider knives, in my experience, and I've had several, I've got like 4 Rough Rider Granddaddy Barlows. They do very, very well. I've even used them in videos to carve little things before. So they are a very usable knife. Now I've got a belt sheath, just a simple folded piece of leather. And this rides on this for right now, because I'm doing a little field play with it, because I just got it and I'm enjoying it. But if you're looking for some folding knife that's A, slim, B, of a proper length and a good handle that I can do it, and does have a good lock on it, I should not say that, has good retention on it, that click lock into that notch, then look at the Rough Riders. If you get a chance to get one of these Case 2X's, well worth it. Hope you've enjoyed this, guys. If you have, please hit like, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And we will have a new knife video coming up Right after this, we're going to talk about sharpening and polishing an edge. Stay with us. We'll be right back with that new one. Till next time, guys, I'm Blackie wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.